Hi, I'm Brienne. Today we're going to do another 10-minute daily sketching practice. Today I'm in Spain, so I thought I'd do it on site. And here's the sketch, the final sketch that I did. Remember that it doesn't matter whether you're on site, you're drawing from life, or you're drawing from photographs. The daily practice of keeping it to 10 minutes is what's important. So let's get drawing. The first thing I'm going to do is start my timer 10 minutes. Very important. Once it's started, then I can start drawing. Now what I'm going to be drawing today is just kind of relationship method. So I'm just going to pick a spot, and it doesn't matter where. I'm not worrying about composition. I'm not worrying about getting things super accurate. I'm just practicing the drawing and relating each shape to the next adjacent shape. So, in other words, I'm just trying to see what I see. How do the shapes relate? Are they close to each other, further away? Again, it doesn't matter too much. It's really just about practicing that hand-eye coordination, and there's many ways that we can do that. So this type of drawing, I just kind of start in the middle like this, and then I just kind of try to see lines. Some of them are, softer lines, some of them are harder lines. And you can use your pencil to kind of, get more accurate if you want. All of this is just practice and just trying to see what you can get. So just find another line to follow along. What I love is these little chimneys, and they're all so different. So that's what I'm, zooming in on right now. Now, remember, with these daily 10-minute sketches, you can do it from life, like I'm doing today, or you can do them from photograph, or you could, just in the morning, try to draw your coffee cup. I mean, it really doesn't matter what it is. The key point is practicing that hand-eye coordination. Okay. Remember, this is really just about kind of like if you were trying to improve at getting better at the piano or violin, you would do daily scales. This is like that. This is like your daily practice. Now, can you put in, shade in value and stuff? Of course you can. There's no real rules except for one: 10 minutes. You keep it to 10 minutes. And that is important. And the reason is because it's more important to get, more often, daily, or at least 3 to 5 times a week, small little bits of practice time, as opposed to one big session once a week. So the reason I stick to 10 minutes is because then you're more likely to do it, right? If you know, all I have to do is 10 minutes, then once that timer goes off, I'm going to stop. Now, it doesn't mean that like the next day I could keep going on this sketch. This is kind of just the start of it. Now, I should also mention that you see I'm using my easel, and that's just because I'm here and I'm on site. You do not need an easel. All you need is your sketchbook and your pencil and your kneaded eraser, though I'm not going to be using my kneaded eraser. Because again, this is not about accuracy. This is just about trying something. I'm not going to be turning this into a painting. This is just for my own edification and my own practice. Okay. Okay, what's another key thing? That is you can do different things with this. So like today I'm doing this relationship method, and I'll show other methods in other videos. It really doesn't matter. Just draw and keep practicing. The different methods are really just different things you're focusing on. So today with the relationship method, I'm really trying to focus on seeing how different things relate and practicing as best I can to get those close. Again, I am looking for accuracy, but I am not looking for perfection. All right, that does not exist. That is an unachievable goal, right? So I'm not even trying perfection. But what I am trying is accuracy, or more importantly, believability. I want it to be believable. Put a little bit of shading in there. Again, don't need to. Really just trying to be observant. This is practice in being observant. And this not only will help you improve your drawing skills, but it helps you improve your confidence, right, for drawing, which of course will in turn improve your painting skills. But not just because of that. It'll improve your painting skills because painting is about observation. Okay? And so if you can improve your observational skills, you can improve your painting skills. Because when I'm painting, I'm constantly relating one shape to another. I'm relating the colors, I'm relating the values, I'm relating the actual shape. So it's always something that I'm trying to relate to. So that's why this is just great practice on so many different levels. Okay, I'm just going from one shape to the next. Again, not worrying about where things are fitting, just kind of having fun. And remember, I could always, when this 10 minutes is up, I could always do another 10 minutes the next day in finishing it up, right? We need to try to trick our brain into thinking, oh yeah, I could spend this, because a lot of times we don't do our practice because we're like, oh, I don't have an hour to spend, right? And then we just end up not doing it. This is where that 10-minute timer goes on or comes into play. Is really, I want you to keep it to only 10 minutes, because then you're training yourself that, oh, that's all I'm going to take. I have time for that. And this is more important than trying to do too many long sessions. So this is why it's key. All right, this is why the timer is key. I'm just finding shapes wherever I see them. A little umbrella back there. And if I can't quite differentiate a shape, I'm just trying to find even a soft line. So some of these trees, of course, there's a big mass of things, but I can kind of see the shape of the tree, and especially this funky trunk, which is kind of fun. Oh, it comes down this way. Again, not worrying about accuracy, just attempting to get something believable and just practice my shape finding. Okay, so then I can go along. We have this, I didn't finish this wonderful tree here. And okay, and there's one more roof hidden back in here with another little chimney. right. So what else can I tell you? I can tell you that um, you know, one of the best things. So let me also say, when I talked about confidence. Oh, okay. Never mind. There, my timer has gone off. So I am going to stop. And this is as much as I would do on the 10 minutes. I'm done with my 10-minute sketch. And as you see, I'm not totally finished, and that doesn't matter. Once that timer goes off, I want you to stop. And the reason is we're just practicing the hand-eye coordination. We're practicing our skills. We're not trying to turn this into a painting or anything like that. It is just for your learning purposes. Okay, and remember, we did this on site, but you can do this just in your own home, over breakfast, or in your studio from photographs, or on site, it doesn't matter. I hope that this video was helpful in getting you excited to get out there and draw and improve your confidence. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you want more tips and tutorials. And you can always visit my website at travelingcolorstudio.com for more full demos. Thanks and happy drawing!